The history of Indian people in Burma, now known as Myanmar, is a complex and multifaceted one, marked by migration, colonization, and political changes. 1. Colonial era. During the British colonial rule in Burma, 1824 to 1948, many Indians were brought to Burma as laborers. The British employed Indian workers for various industries, such as agriculture, railways, and public works. The Indian community in Burma grew significantly during this period, with migrants mainly coming from regions such as Bengal, Madras, and Punjab. 2. Socio-economic contributions. Indian immigrants played a crucial role in the development of Burma's economy. They established businesses, worked as skilled laborers, and contributed to trade and commerce. Indian merchants were particularly prominent in urban centers, such as Rangoon, now Yangon, where they established successful businesses and became an integral part of the local economy. 3. World War II and Japanese occupation. During World War II, Burma was occupied by the Japanese from 1942 to 1945. The Indian community faced significant challenges during this period. The Japanese suspected Indian loyalty to the British and imposed harsh policies. Many Indians were subjected to forced labor, internment, and discrimination. 4. Independence and post-independence. Following Burma's independence from British rule in 1948, the Indian community faced increased scrutiny due to their historical ties with the British colonial administration. The Burmese government implemented policies to promote Burmese-ness and prioritize the rights and privileges of ethnic Burmese citizens. This led to the nationalization of businesses, including those owned by Indians, and restrictions on their economic activities. 5. Mass expulsion and migration. The term, Burma Indians, typically refers to people of Indian origin who migrated to Burma, now known as Myanmar, during the British colonial period. Many Indians moved to Burma as indentured laborers or for business opportunities. However, there have been instances throughout history when Indian communities in Burma faced political, social, or economic challenges, leading some of them to return to India. One significant event that resulted in the return of a large number of Indians from Burma to India was the Burmese government's implementation of the Burmese Way to Socialism policy in 1962. This policy aimed to nationalize industries and businesses, which affected the Indian community, as many Indians were involved in trade and commerce. The government's measures, including restrictions on economic activities and nationalization of businesses, led to a decline in opportunities for the Indian community, prompting some individuals and families to migrate back to India. Tensions between the Burmese majority and the Indian community escalated in the 1960s. In 1964, the Burmese government launched the Burmese Way to Socialism policy, which further marginalized and targeted ethnic Indians. Anti-Indian sentiments grew, and in 1967, under the General Ne Win regime, a large number of Indians were expelled from Burma. Many Indians lost their properties and assets and were forced to leave the country. 6. Present-day scenario. Today, the Indian community in Burma is significantly smaller compared to its size during the colonial period. However, there are still Indian descendants and a small number of Indian expatriates living in Myanmar. The community has contributed to various sectors, including trade, medicine, education, and cultural preservation. Efforts have been made to rebuild cultural ties and promote people-to-people exchanges between India and Myanmar. It is important to note that the experiences of Indian people in Burma have been diverse and varied, influenced by factors such as socio-economic status, regional origins, and political circumstances. The historical events and policies mentioned here provide a general overview, but individual experiences may differ.